I'm Cedric McLeod and I'm the former owner of this property, which the council, Auckland Council now own. Well, Puriri had about a kilometre of coastline and the prawn farm on the other side of us had about 100 metres, and we had a kilometre and a half of coastline, so it made the whole thing join up into one. From the road it's not one, but from on the coastline it's one continuous piece of land. It was my father's farm before we took over in 1981. My father came here in 1950, Mum and Dad, as rehab settlers. Rehab being during World War II, servicemen were told to be looked after when they came home, so they were given reasonable interest rates on loans to buy properties, which the government bought off big landholders and cut into small economic dairy farms at the time. I came here at about 1 year of age, went to school here at Wainiki School, which is 12 k's along the road, and then attended Puriri College for 3 years and came back on the farm milking cows, and that's what I've done all my life. It was isolated from town, but there was a strong sense of community because all the other rehab farmers had kids the same age as us, and we had a lot of company. I met her in Helensville. It was on a blind date, and that was it. Fortunately, she liked me, so.
I'm a Parakai girl, really. So yeah, it was a blind date. But our parents knew each other. Coming out here, I was really lucky though. It wasn't isolated. A lot of people, I think, would drive out here and think, goodness me, it's a long way, it's in the back blocks. But as Cedric said, that there was a lot of social activity within the community, and I felt myself very lucky with the support of the older women in the community. Our children were probably the first babies to be back in the district again. So these women were really great to me, and you know, they helped me, very supportive. I probably learned a lot of cooking skills from them and things like that, you know.
You only went to town once a month because it was gravel road all the way to Helensville. But the locals in the 50s, the locals built the local hall along here. You didn't go out to town to socialise, you socialised with all your neighbours and friends here. That's that one there I grew up in, and the boundary fence ran straight on a straight line. When we first married, we were down the road renting a place. So Mum and Dad bought this, and we moved up there in about 1976. And we bought the farm in 1981 and milked cows on it until 2015.
Well, for me, I think it's special, and why I think I've enjoyed being out here is because it's right on the Kaipara Harbour. Well, we're pretty lucky to have a farm with a long coastal boundary, you know, great waterfront and 2 lovely beaches. That was pretty special. That too, I think, brought a lot of other people, friends, family, visitors, and so I've always thought that this farm and the beach was a very shared thing. You know, especially over the summer, it was quite busy and quite social. So that was a nice part of it, you know, being near the water. I think most Kiwis enjoy the water. This place is pretty special to a lot of people, not just us. You know, and I think that's what's rather nice. We've shared it. A lot of people have camped over here too, in our time. We've had a lot of great summers. Well, of course, it's always going fishing or a swim. Great for the kids. You know, lots of picnics. Family Christmases and things, that's been fun. It's a great place for bird life when you've got the tidal areas, you know, it brings the birds. And I just love it when you see the godwits feeding, you know, and that's pretty special. But as I said, just the natural beauty of the place, I think. The Kaipara Harbour is seriously underrated. A lot of Aucklanders wouldn't know much about it, and I think that they've been missing out. It's been our secret. I think it's just nature at its best, really.
Oh, I think it's great. We didn't have to sell it to the council. I'd rather see it go into public hands than get developed into some, subdivisions or whatever. So I milk cows all my life and I'm over cows. People ask me, well, do you miss the cows? And I have to say no, even though they are good animals. But after 50-something years of doing it, time for a change. And we're quite happy that the council have bought it. Well, basically we can come onto it. We're ratepayers, so we own it still. That's what's good about it.